Hello, and a very warm welcome to the second session of our DebiCheck webinar series. The session has by design been limited to 30 minutes. However, our panel will remain online for an additional 30 minutes to answer any questions. The session will be available on YouTube after the fact. All the sessions are open to anyone to join, and we encourage you to share and invite others to join us. If you don't already know who we are, let me give you the elevator pitch. TCTS is a leading independent fintech providing a range of payment and collection services to a significant number of JSE-listed companies. We also offer a comprehensive range of people management solutions. But we are really passionate about all things data-related, as this is the currency of innovation. We offer intelligent data services, which includes our recently launched product, Authentify. With no time to waste, the TCTS team have been hard at work to introduce a must-have toolkit for every business, but more about this later. For those who missed the first session, a quick recap. Our main objective of the series is to assist customers that are not enabled and prepared for DebiCheck by 1 November to avoid probable cash flow challenges from unpaids and disputes, and in the extreme scenario, possible existential risks. In session 1, we covered the DebiCheck roadmap until D-Day. It is scary to think that there are less than 43 days until the sunset of the NAEDO streams. We also looked at the impact of delaying your readiness and tips to fast-track implementing DebiCheck. Today, we will cover how to determine if your business is ready for DebiCheck, assist you in assessing the ideal service provider to get you DebiCheck ready, and provide a brief demonstration of our signature collections platform, Alchemy. On that note, I will now hand over to my colleagues John Janssen van Rensburg and Gerald de Jager, who between them have over 30 years experience in the financial services and banking industry, with a keen and genuine passion for helping customers find and implement the right transactional solutions. John, take it away.
Thank you, Aileen. As we have heard in session 1 of this series, the current economic downturn and the impact of the COVID pandemic amplifies the decision-making frameworks to reduce friction within your business environment. So how do you know if your business is geared to adopt DebiCheck with the minimal amount of friction? We have noted 4 key indicators. Starting with technical drop-off. This would include your small, medium to large businesses with no internal IT resources to make the necessary changes from a technical or system-related point of view. Also, businesses who have been collecting premiums from business accounts in the early processing window may be affected, as DebiCheck does not allow collection on business accounts. Introducing a system or solution that can speak to all your business requirements is essential to keep cash flow stable. The second factor, price drop-off. With the introduction of the registration and amendment of mandates, DebiCheck fees are substantially higher compared to NAEDO. Business will have to assess the costing implications of utilizing the DebiCheck collection stream and also reconsider the value of the premium that's being collected. The increase in transaction fees will still have a major impact on cash flow generation and margin compression going forward. Companies might have waited to see if the dates are moving again, which we classify as late followers. This now seems highly unlikely. In addition, numerous businesses might be under the impression that migrating from NAEDO or AEDO to DebiCheck is seamless and left their transition for the last minute. Unfortunately, it's not an easy or simple process. There are countless new process changes, rule changes, and submission methodologies that will have a major impact on the day-to-day operations of a business. With just a little bit more than a month left, a plug-and-play solution would be the only option to adopt DebiCheck. The final factor to consider, flexibility. It's a common theme in most businesses to be agile and flexible. This links perfectly with the commonly used term of interoperability. Do you have the right strategy in place to not only utilize different collection services like EFT debits and push payments, recurring card collections, but also to be able to dissect your collection portfolio by segregating good and adverse payers? A solid and sustainable strategy model is so important to not only limit costs, but also to collect optimally. Let's look at the criteria to assess DebiCheck readiness. In designing a readiness assessment, it is important to do some introspection and ask the uncomfortable questions. As we are all aware, this is not only a new collection channel for system operators and users of the AEDO collection channel, but also the banks. According to the Payment Association of South Africa, the DebiCheck project is the first step in their modernization strategy for the payments industry in South Africa. This then brings us to evaluating your business and how your service provider, albeit a bank or system operator, have helped you make the right decision. Firstly, one should assess if your current provider has covered the 4 factors by providing your business with a stable and robust platform. Is the pricing offered competitive and is a fair representation of the functionality and service levels you are receiving? Very important is to ensure that your service provider is on the forefront of new regulatory changes and ready to tackle the DebiCheck journey. Not every business is the same, and configurability to suit your business requirements is essential. Some businesses might have a client-facing operating model, where others might have clients they never engage with in person. You should therefore ensure that any out-of-the-box solution should include a level of customization. At TCTS, we approached the collection lifecycle in 3 parts. First, pre-collection, on how to make smart collection decisions. Secondly, consultative engagement. Continuous solutioning with our customers to achieve a positive income to expense ratio. And thirdly, the collections phase, utilizing our Alchemy platform to manage your collections. And on that note, I will hand over to Gerald, who will introduce our signature collections management platform, Alchemy.
Thank you, John, for providing some great insights into the typical problem statement which many businesses are dealing with at this point in time. I also want to emphasize the importance of clearly understanding your readiness, your chosen service provider's readiness, and thirdly, are you currently enabled to tackle this new product with peace of mind, stable and robust platforms, and the flexibility to adapt to unexpected changes in this ever-evolving landscape. Now, having established the key considerations and factors that drive friction in the adoption for DebiCheck, and what the critical factors are in selecting the best suited service provider for your business, we are excited to provide a high-level overview of our signature collections platform, Alchemy. This is just a high-level depiction of a typical client's world. As you will appreciate, no client's environment is the same. This can either be very simple or extremely complex. These complexities are normally driven by a couple of aspects: your unique business requirements, your technical infrastructure, and your processing preferences, just to name a few. For this reason, we have identified 4 critical success factors, which are to be considered when choosing the right service provider for your business. Flexibility is not only about your service provider's capability to adapt to market changes, even though that might be very important. The question is rather, how flexible is your service provider in adapting to your needs from a technical, business, and customization perspective? In other words, does your service provider offer you various processing channel options to ensure minimal impact on your current infrastructure? Also, does your service provider offer batch, real-time processing as well as a comprehensive web interface? As we all know, data is the currency of innovation. Data allows you to make informed, strategic, and effective decisions. This ultimately is the key in getting you to a stage where you can make smart decisions around your overall collection strategy. Further to that, and without downplaying the importance of account verification, which we are all very familiar with, is that enough to become smart? What value can additional intelligent data bring to your bottom line? A bit more around this in the third webinar session. In the times we live in, nobody can argue the importance of data securitization. Secure infrastructure, secure integration and data transfer, security around user access. But is simple hash totals, two-factor authentication, and user segregation enough though? In the midst of a pandemic and many staff working from various locations, perhaps it is time to consider the theme of proactive access monitoring, coupled with three-factor authentication. More information on this will be gladly shared in one-on-one sessions. The term interoperability can be interpreted in various ways. In short, is your business enabled to switch between different collection services, traditional EFT collections, DebiCheck, and perhaps also the ability to collect against credit cards in a recurring automated fashion? Are you as the client required to host all your different processing rules? Or does your platform have this capability? Consider having a platform where all of this is available off the shelf. Yes, our state-of-the-art collections platform has been built and developed from day one with these critical capabilities in mind. This allowed us to really delve into additional value adds, which are much more focused on client requirements, whilst we keep abreast of the industry changes. This will enable your business to make the smart decisions and ultimately achieve scalability together with cost saving. So what does this entail? We will host your collection rules. We will host and manage your mandates. We will automatically process your collections in a recurring fashion as per your rules. This means you will not have to submit your collection files. We will automatically process your collections against the mandates. We provide an automated RMS strategy module. We will take care of your NAEDO migration requirements, and we will provide you with various processing options on all collection channels, from a systems operator as well as a third-party payment provider perspective. John will now showcase this solution by providing a brief demonstration of the Alchemy platform, focusing on the platform's capabilities from a user perspective. Needless to say, we are more than happy to provide detailed demonstrations on a one-on-one basis. Please do reach out to us if you need help with managing your collections. John, back to you.
Thank you, Gerald. Alchemy is a web-based collection platform that has been tried and tested by numerous clients operating in diverse industries. Alchemy is our plug-and-play solution for customers who have yet to adopt DebiCheck. The audience would agree that protecting data is of vital importance. For additional security, the Alchemy platform is enabled with three-factor authentication. Of importance to any organization is a snapshot view of mandate and collection statuses. The dashboard is configurable to meet individual business requirements, for example, pending mandates, not authorized, awaiting approval, suspended mandates, and many more. The dashboard will assist in making calculated decisions on next steps in managing your collections. Dynamic reporting capabilities is a standard feature that will provide instant access to data, which is crucial to achieve the best possible collection outcome. To save you time and money, we have developed a self-service module which allows users based on their roles the ability to assign rights and roles based on segregation of duties. Tracking user behavior and performance will be possible to achieve on the Alchemy platform and highly customizable. Initiating new instructions, albeit DebiCheck mandates or collections, EFT debits, or recurring card collections is seamless. By that I mean that the user will not need to toggle between different tabs and screens. Account verification services are also included and can be incorporated into different stages within the origination and initiation process. These are some of the more notable features of the Alchemy platform. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to unpack the many other features and value adds. Thank you for your time, and please reach out to us if you would like an obligation-free demonstration and consulting session. Over to you, Aileen.
Thank you, John and Gerald. You make a compelling case for TCTS. A big shout out to all those who posted their questions to the panel. We look forward to you joining us in the final session of the series next week on the 16th of September at 12. This session will be the grand finale of the series, as we will be launching a readiness self-assessment toolkit that covers all topics of the series. It includes a dynamic framework to calculate and visually contextualize the impact on areas relating to cash flow, the cost of internal resources and overheads resulting from unpays and disputes, the possible improvement of cash inflows and the reduction in overheads that DebiCheck could realistically achieve, the assessment of the technical solution and project readiness to enable and process DebiCheck mandates and collections, and the non-functional elements and change management actions required to run DebiCheck as part of business as usual. In other words, how to fully operationalize DebiCheck in your business. All of this wrapped in an easy-to-use, factually sound, and fantastic-looking toolkit that the business leaders of our customers can use to uncover any blind spots about their readiness to transition into the new normal post the 1 November deadline. We really appreciate your participation today and look forward to seeing you in our last session next week. Until then, take care, stay safe and stay creative. Goodbye, tot ziens, ambekaghle.